Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to the first ever magic lessons with me, Chris the Magician. I'm super excited. I got 3 different tricks today that you are going to be able to learn yourself and perform for your family and friends by the end of this video. Are you guys ready? First, we're going to be learning how to throw a Lifesaver Gummy in the air and catch it on our finger. Okay, that's going to be super cool. It's so fun, very easy to do. After that, we'll be learning how to do some really cool card flourishes and things that I do with playing cards in my free time, and you're going to get to learn how to do some of those. They're super fun. It looks so good. Everyone's going to want you to keep doing it. And third, last but not least, we're going to learn how to make things disappear and reappear as if it's magic. So to all the parents out there, if you want to take a quick picture or a video of your kids practicing, or maybe at the end, the kids practice something and they do it really good, take a video and post it to my Facebook page. Let me see it. I'm super excited to see everybody that is practicing and that gets to learn a new talent here today. That's the goal of this, okay, is that you guys will be able to walk away from this video with a brand new talent, a new skill that you can practice in your free time, and I know you got a lot of free time this week. So let's get started. The first thing we're gonna learn is the Lifesaver Gummy Stab. That's what I call it. It sounds a little crazy, but all you gotta do is get yourself some Lifesaver Gummies. For most of these tricks, you'll have the items at your house. You may have these at your house. If you don't, you can get them literally at the dollar store, or when your parents go out food shopping, they can get some of these at the grocery store. They're really inexpensive, and let me show you what it looks like. This is what the trick looks like, and then I'll teach it to you step by step. Alright, so this is how you catch a Lifesaver on your finger. All you gotta do is throw it in the sky just like this, and you can catch it right on your finger just like that. It's crazy. I'll do it one more time because I'm not sure if that one made it on the screen or not. You take the Lifesaver, you throw it in the sky. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and you catch it right on your finger just like that. Incredible. Now all you got to do is get some Lifesaver Gummies and put them in front of you. So I'll give you a few moments. If you want to go and run and grab those Lifesavers, you can grab them. And make sure when you get your box, make sure you have 2 Lifesavers that are the same color, okay? I use orange in this case because my wife Kayla actually ate most of them when we got home. So I only have a bunch of orange ones left. For some reason she didn't eat those ones. She must not like the orange. Anyways, yeah, go and grab them, and I'll meet you back here in like 5 seconds. Let's do that. Pause the video if you need to. Go and grab them, and if you don't have any on you, then that's okay. You can skip forward to the next trick because it's going to be one that you can do with playing cards. So if you want to see the next one, grab some playing cards, and I'll see you a couple minutes ahead. Alright, to everyone else that has the Lifesavers, the gummies are what you need for this one. The gummies, it's a very important thing to get the gummies because you're going to have to put one of them on your finger, okay? So step 1 to this trick is take the gummy, open it up a little bit, and just put your finger right inside one of the gummies just like this, okay? Make sure it's not right on the tip like that. Make sure it's like further down, boom, kind of like right there on your finger, all right? Make sure it's locked in so if you move your finger around, it doesn't fall off. Step 2. Get another Lifesaver of the same color. Alright, so you have this one, and then you have this one. Now here's what you do. You want to take your pointy finger with the Lifesaver and put it underneath your hand. Alright, so I am a righty. If you're a righty, then you want to take your right hand, put the gummy on your right pointy finger, and put your pointy finger underneath your left hand just like this. You're gonna have your left hand holding the other Lifesaver just like this. And here's the other one. This is the secret. Don't tell anyone this part, okay? This is the secret part. Here's what you do. You put your finger like this and you show everyone. You say, look, I have a gummy. And this is what you do. I promise you can do this, okay? I promise. It's really not that hard. All you gotta do is throw this one in the sky. Okay? And when you throw this one in the sky, like this, you're gonna throw it pretty high, okay? And when you throw it pretty high, you're gonna reach up with your right hand and catch it while pointing out your pointy finger. So watch, you're gonna do this. You're gonna throw it in the sky and catch, just like that. Did you see what I did there? I'll do it again, and this takes a little practice, so if you don't get it at the first time, that's okay. Magic takes a lot of practice. Practice makes perfect, so if you screw up, that's okay. I screw up all the time. It's not a bad thing if you mess up, okay? So let's do it again. You take your finger with the gummy, and you take your other hand with the gummy, put the finger underneath, because you don't want anyone to see that you already have that gummy on your finger. That's the secret. You don't want anyone to see that part. Then you take your hand and you throw the gummy in the air with your left hand and you catch it with your right hand, just like this. So I caught the gummy. It's right there. It's hiding underneath my hand. But my finger is pointed out, so it looks like I just caught it right on my finger. Boom! I'll do it one more time. Pointy finger with the gummy. Straight hand. 1, 2, and I throw it in the sky and catch it. Boom! See, I didn't really catch it the best that time. I still gotta practice this. So if that's a bit tricky for you, let me show you a beginner version of this. Okay, you take the gummy, you take pointy finger and do what we've been doing like this. But instead of throwing it up and catching it like this, instead of that, you take it, just throw it up and just catch it with your other hand. Just like this. You don't have to turn your hand over. You just boop, catch it like that. Okay, so this is the beginner version. You just take it, you throw it in the sky and just catch it. Okay? You take it, you throw it in the sky and just catch it. Right? And after you do that a couple times, you throw it in the sky, you catch it, and then turn your hand over after you catch it. So again, you take it, you throw it in the sky and just catch it. Just like that. All you gotta do is just catch it. And make sure your pointy finger's pointed out like that. You just catch it. Just like that. I'll do it one more time. You throw it up and catch. Boom, just like that. And after you do that a couple times, you can try to throw it up, catch, and turn. Right away. Right after you catch it, you turn your hand. And it makes it look like you just stabbed it right out of the air. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, throw it up and just like that. That is how you catch a gummy Lifesaver on your finger. Practice that one, then take a video and send it to me. I want to see how you guys do. Okay, you saw me drop it a couple times. It's okay if you drop it. Let me know how you do. Okay, now we're gonna get some cards. If you want to do some card magic, if you love cards, go get some cards and meet me right back here, okay? I'll give you like 10 seconds to go and find a deck of playing cards, and yeah, let's go get it. I'll grab mine, you grab yours, and make sure you throw those gummies away, or actually you can eat the gummies too. Why not? You can just eat them, a little snack. Make sure first things first, you have your playing cards. You have lots of different cards right in front of you. It's a deck of cards. You'll see there are lots of different numbers and different letters and shapes and different colors of cards. There's red and black cards. There's lots of different options when it comes to tricks you can do with magic, with playing cards. Now here's the deal. If you're doing this on your table, your kitchen table, this might be a little bit difficult. And so I would recommend getting your mouse pad from your computer, okay? If you have a computer, or if your parents have a computer and they have a little mouse, they put the mouse right on top of a little mouse pad. Grab that mouse pad and put that on your table in front of you, because it's gonna help you do this next trick, okay? Because you're gonna need kind of a firm, a rough surface to do this on. If you don't have a mouse pad, then you can do this on a carpet. If you have some floor with a carpet on it, a fuzzy carpet, do this on the carpet. It'll be a lot easier there than on your table. So go run to your carpet or grab your mouse pad and then meet me back here, and we're gonna I'm gonna try and do something really cool, and I'll show you exactly how to do it, okay? This is what we're gonna be doing today. I will show you and then I will teach you. It looks like that. It is so much fun to do. Okay, I'll do it one more time because you're gonna be able to do this by the end of the video. And let me tell you, you're not gonna wanna stop doing this once you learn how to do this yourself. And then there's an additional version. You can go up with it and you can kind of ride the wave just like this and ride the wave backwards. Boom. And then we're gonna learn another remix that looks like this. You're gonna be able to use your finger to ride the wave as well. Just like that. You guys ready? We're gonna do it, I promise you. You'll be able to do this. Okay, grab your cards, grab your cards. We're gonna do this very slow. I'll make it very easy for you. Super easy. Grab your carpet or your mouse pad, put it in front of you. Here's how it's done. All you gotta do is pick up your cards. Now, here's the thing. If you have big hands, I'm gonna teach you one version of how to do this trick. If you have smaller hands, I'm gonna teach you a second version of how to do this trick, okay? So, if you have bigger hands, we're gonna see. Here's the test to see if you have bigger hands for the first version. Try to pick up the cards like this. Try to pretend like your hand is like a monster and it's about to eat the cards, and see if you can pick up all the cards like this. See if you can do it. Put your thumb right on the bottom and put your other fingers right on the top and try to pick them up just like this. See if you can do that. Can you do that? And make sure you can move your hand around so that they don't fall anywhere. See if you can do that. If you can hold them nice and firm and strong so that they can't move around and they don't fall, then that means that you have big enough hands to do version 1. Now, if you're dropping cards or if this is a little bit too tough for you, then that means you might have to do version 2, and that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna do both versions. You're gonna learn how to do this, and it's gonna be a good time. All right, so version number 1. For everybody that has big enough hands to grab the cards like this and to shake them around, get ready. Here's what you do. You take the cards and you just put them on the table. Now you're gonna take your pointy finger and use your pointy finger to press down while you spread like this. Okay, you're gonna just spread your hand like this, and you're gonna use your pointy finger to just press down on the cards and just slowly smudge them. Pretend like you're just smudging them all along the mouse pad. Okay, you're just gonna smudge them like that. So let's do it again. Just hold them. Take your hands like this. Pretend your hand is just eating the cards, just like that. Your hand is about to eat the cards, just like that. Now, use your pointy finger and smudge them. Smudge, 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 smudge. And try to press them and spread them as far as you can. Now, here's an important point. You don't want to spread them so that they're like this, okay? You don't want to break them up in the middle. You don't want any spaces. You want it to be nice and covered. Every card covers just like that. Now, version number 2, if you have smaller hands, don't worry, we're gonna do this with version number 2. You're just gonna take your hand and pretend like you're pressing the button. Pretend like the cards are a button, and just take your hand and boom, put it right on top of the cards. Just go like this. It's kind of the fun version, I'm not gonna lie. This is like the fun version. And you're gonna just slap the cards and hold them down, hold them pretty tight. Now you're gonna take your thumb and you're gonna use your thumb and smudge the cards with your thumb. Okay, you're gonna just move your hand like all the way across and use your thumb to just press down. Press down and smudge the cards and use your thumb to kind of spread the cards out a little bit. Did it work? Let's try it again. I'll try it again. Just spread them out. Try to just put your hand on top and use your thumb to just kind of move them a little bit and just spread, spread, spread just like that. Did it work a little bit better? If it didn't, that's okay. This took me years and years to perfect, so if it's not looking the best for you, then that is totally fine. You're right where you're supposed to be. Okay, so just keep practicing. Just put the cards down, put your hand on top, and just press down really hard and try to spread them out as best you can by pressing down on the cards, okay? And once you get them to look something like this, yours might look like this, or it might look like this, or it might look like that. Now you're ready to move to the next part. So let's get let's get there together. Ready? Put the cards down, spread them out, and once you get here, just stop what you're doing and we're going to go to part number 2 for how to do this. Part number 2. I have my heater going on in the background, so if you hear a loud sound, it's probably my heater. So I hope it goes off pretty soon. But we're going to just roll with the punches. So you spread out your cards. It looks beautiful. You're ready to do the flip, because that's the next part, the flip. But how do you do the flip? How do you do it and make the cards look so good? It's almost like dominoes. Have you guys ever seen dominoes before? You line up the dominoes and you turn over one domino and it hits another domino and that hits another domino. Well, that's exactly what this is. We're going to flip the cards and they're going to fall over like dominoes all the way to the end. Ready? Here's how it's done. It's way easier than you think, I promise you. And it's very important that you're doing this on a mouse pad or on your carpet for this next part. You're going to go to the side that is the bottom. You're going to go to the bottom, okay? If you can pick up a card off the top, that means you're at the top. So you'll see here, the 2 is right at the top. I can easily grab the 2 of hearts and just pick it up like this. That means that that's the top. There's another side over here where I can't really grab a card. There's no easy way to grab these cards. That means that's the bottom. We're going to go to the bottom of the deck, and all you got to do is just grab the bottom card, okay? You got to do your best to try and reach under there and smudge under there and grab the bottom card as best you can. Now watch this. Once you have the bottom card right here, you're going to lift. You're going to try and lift, and just turn it over. Pretend like you're turning over the bottom card right here. And while you're doing this, you're going to see that a lot of other cards start to move too. And so as you do this, more cards are going to move. So the more you turn, the more cards move. Now keep turning, and eventually you'll see that all the cards start to move. And if you push, everything turns over. I'll do it again. Ready? So let's practice. Let's get back to that's part. Spread the cards out, whatever version, whether it's version number 1 or version number 2, spread the cards out just like this, as best as you can. I'm going to roll with this, and now reach underneath and try to grab the card at the bottom and just turn it over. Do your best to turn it over, and then push. Give it a strong push, and you'll get the cards to just fall over just like that. Now if you've done that, congratulations, that's amazing. It's a great move. Keep practicing. And here's an additional thing. You can try to go backwards. You can try to lift up this side now and push it backwards. Sometimes I like to see how many times can I do this before it breaks like this, okay? Because eventually it's going to break like that and you'll have to pick them up and you'll have to start over. But that's okay. That's okay, because magic takes practice, and practice makes perfect. Let's do it again. For anyone that has bigger hands, I'm going to do your version. Remember, just grab the cards like this, spread them out. Let's practice together. Spread them out. Nice. And now we're going to flip. Now comes the flip. So you reach under here, you go to the bottom, and remember, the top is where you can easily grab cards. If you can easily grab a card, that's the top. If you have to struggle to grab a card, that's the bottom. This is the very bottom. Ready? Grab the card and just start to turn it over and flip it and keep going. And it takes practice, and you give it a strong push, and it just looks so cool. Now here's a little tip. You don't want to do this. What you don't want to do is spread the cards out like this, and let's do it one more time. I'll show you what not to do. Spread the cards out one more time. Gather them up, make a nice little pile, and just spread them out as best as you can. Good job, good job. Now here's what you don't want to do. You do not want to do this, okay? Make sure when you're turning over this bottom card, make sure you're not doing this. Make sure you don't push the cards, okay? Do you see what I'm doing? I'm not turning it like this. Instead, I'm like pushing it together. See, there's getting a big clump together. So you want to try and turn it like You want to turn them, pick them up versus push them together, okay? Because it makes it tough if you push them. You want to lift it up and turn it. So make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're focusing on just flipping it over. Okay, now as we've been doing this, we've been practicing. Let me show you a remix, okay? Remix of, I call this the wave. I call this riding the wave. So spread out the cards one more time. Take your hand, either hit the button or eat the cards with your hand, and then spread them out. We're gonna ride the wave, everyone. We're gonna ride the wave. All you gotta do, I like to roll up my sleeves. Magicians can never have sleeves. I say that in my shows. All right, all you gotta do is do what we did before. You go to the bottom, you pick up the bottom, and you just turn it like this. Now before you get too far, once you get to this point right here, watch closely. When you get to the cards and the cards are about to start moving, keep your pointy finger right on top. Keep your pointy finger right on top and just ride the wave, and you can ride it back and forth and back and forth. And you can take your other finger and just ride the wave just like that. And eventually the wave will break. Like if you've ever been to the ocean, the waves crash eventually. And the same thing happens here. Let's do it again. So gather up the cards, square them up as best you can. Let's ride that wave, everybody. Here, put the cards down. Spread, spread, spread. Now go to the bottom. Focus on the bottom, lift up. Lift up the bottom and do your best and just try to, give them a good push. And take your pointy finger. I'm going to take my other pointy finger and just put it right on top. Just like this. And I'm going to ride the wave all the way to the end. And then it crashes. There you go. Then you got to pick all the cards up and start again. Pretty cool, right? And I told you could do this by the end of this video, and it takes a little practice. Some of your parents might be able to help you do this, and once you guys do it 1 or 2 times, you'll be masters. You'll be masters. Here's the next advanced move. If you've done those 2 versions, here's the advanced version, okay? Pick up the top card, boom, and set it to the side. We're gonna ride the wave one more time, so remember, just pick up the bottom card and just do your thing. Put your finger on top. So you're pushing, you're flipping, and put your finger right on top. Now instead, you can take a card, that top card that you just took off the top of the pile, and you can actually use that to put it right on top and ride the wave like a surfboard. It's almost like your card is a literal surfboard, you guys. Check it out. You are just literally riding the wave back and forth. Check it out. Look, it's like so fun. I could do this all day, okay? If you see me at the spinners games, you'll be seeing me do that a lot because there's a lot of slow time at the spinners, and I need to fill some time when I'm waiting for people to come up, and I'll just, do this a bunch of times and see how many times I can do it. So, I hope you liked that. I hope you learned something new from that. And yeah, go show your friends, show your parents, okay? Show them how well you can do this because it really is a lot of fun to watch. Let's get on to the 3rd trick. So for our last trick, we are going to make something disappear. It's gonna be amazing. Go and grab yourself a coin, like a quarter or a nickel or a dime, a small cup, or a salt or pepper shaker. Any of those is fine. And last but not least, get a big paper towel or a napkin, and then meet me back here in 10 seconds. So go grab those items, and we're gonna learn how to make something disappear. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna learn this trick. I'll perform it for you, and then I will show you exactly what we'll do. I'm gonna use a small cup for my example. If you have a salt or pepper shaker, those work great too. The salt or pepper shaker, make sure if you can screw them off so nothing comes out if they tip upside down, because I don't want you to make a mess. All right, we're gonna try this out. You have your cup. I'll show you what it looks like. I'll perform it, and then I will teach you the magic. I'm gonna cover up the cup with my napkin, and I'm gonna put the coin right on the table. Okay? Now watch the coin. Don't take your eyes off the coin. We're gonna do this magic trick. Ready? The coin, I'm gonna cover it up with the cup. It disappeared. Do you believe me? I'm just kidding. It didn't disappear. It was right there the whole time. We're gonna do it the second time. Ready? It disappeared. Check it out. Okay, I was joking. It didn't actually disappear. Watch one last time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. The coin didn't disappear, but the cup disappeared and went all the way through to the bottom of the table. It's amazing. It just disappeared, you guys. Thank you, thank you. Now it's time to learn this. I'm going to teach it to you, and I promise you can do this anywhere you go as long as you have these 3 items. A napkin, a big napkin, a coin, and a cup. Here we go. Here's the secret. If you want to learn the secret, I will teach you the ways. And you gotta promise, here's another thing, never reveal the secrets. Magicians can never reveal the secrets, guys. I'm doing this for you because I care, okay? I want you to have a talent. I want you to have a secret thing you can show to people. I'm turning this way because this is when you'll get to see the magic happen. First things first, take your napkin and just cover up your cup or your salt or pepper shaker. Just cover it up and make sure you get a nice snug fit. Make sure it fits tightly around the cup. You'll see the cup right there and the napkin right here. Make sure you get a nice fit. Good, that's step 1. If you take your hands away, the napkin should stay in the shape of the item underneath it, like my cup. Step 2, you take your quarter and you tell everyone, watch the quarter. Don't take your eyes off the quarter. You lift up your cup with the napkin around it. Make sure the napkin's nice and tight around the cup. You put the cup on top. You tell everyone, watch this. You count to 3, you snap your fingers. Then you lift up the cup and you put it right at the edge of the table. And you point at the coin, you say, look, the coin's still here. It's still here. It didn't move. I was just kidding. We're gonna try it a second time. You tell them you're just kidding. You build up the magic. You need to make it work a second time. You put the cup on top. You snap your fingers. And you say, look. You move the cup right back to the same spot. Remember how we just put the cup right at the edge of the table? Well, that's what you're doing. Every single time, you're moving the cup from on top of the quarter to the edge of the table. Now, there's a reason why we're doing that. Every time you do this, you make this person watching, you make your family and friends watching think that there's nothing suspicious about this. They just see you do this and they think, oh, he's just moving the cup around. He's not doing anything weird, right? So practice doing this with me. Practice lifting the cup up and just putting it right at the edge of the table, right? Lift the cup up and put it right at the edge. Because here's the thing. After you snap your fingers once and you show the coin. After you snap your fingers twice and you show the coin. This is the secret. You take the cup and watch, this is how you can see it. You actually drop it right into your lap. You drop it into your lap. Now, how do you do that? Here's the secret. When you have the cup right at the edge of the table, like we've been practicing, you lightly loosen your grip. And when you loosen your grip, the salt or pepper shaker or the little cup, this is a plastic one, you might want to get a plastic one for this, will fall into your lap, okay? Very important. If you do have a salt or pepper shaker, make sure your parents can help you twist it to the off position, because when you drop it, it could spill if you don't catch it the proper way, so I don't want it to spill on your floor. So let's recap. You cover up like this, you cover the cup, and you say, I'm gonna do something amazing. And you put the quarter there and you cover it up. You say, 1, 2. It vanished. The quarter vanished, guys. It vanished. I'm just kidding, it didn't vanish. And then you pretend like, oh, it was a joke, right? And you cover it up, 1, 2. I'm just kidding, it didn't work that time, it didn't work. But you see what I'm doing? I'm moving it to the edge, and now's the moment. I drop it into my legs. I make sure my legs are close together so I can drop the cup. Right there, sometimes it'll fall out of your legs, okay? Sometimes that will happen, it takes a little practice. So you drop the cup, right there. And when you do that, you'll notice the napkin still holds the shape of the cup. It still looks like the cup is underneath there, you guys. That's the secret. It looks like it's there, and you really have to imagine that it's there. The more you imagine that you're still holding the cup, the more realistic it will look. If you really believe that the cup is still under there, and you're holding it like this, then the spectators watching you, your friends and family watching you, will also believe that it's there, right? And one more time, let's do one more time. So, one, nope, it's still, just kidding. Two, you snap your fingers and you're like, look, look, look. And you're like, I'm just kidding, you guys, watch close. Now you do the drop. You drop it into your lap. Now it looks like the cup is still there. You put it on top. Here's when you do it. You count 1, 2, 3, and you just slam it down. And you lift it up and you show everyone. You say, look, the quarter didn't vanish, but in fact, and you reach down to your legs and you pretend like you're lifting it from the other side of the table, the cup went through the table. That is how it's done. Make sure when you do this, everyone watching the trick is in front of you, okay? You do not want people on the sides of you, because if they're on the sides of you, then they'll get to see what you saw me do. They'll see the cup fall into your lap, and that's a no-no, okay? That's a big no-no. You want to make sure everybody is in front of you so that they can have the best experience and see the magic happen. This is what it looks like in the front. You say, I'm going to do this amazing trick, and you can follow along with me if you have your items. The quarter, I'll do it nice and slow. Ready? 1, 2. Okay, you know what? This is what you gotta do. This is what you gotta do. You gotta focus on the quarter. Ready? 1, 2. It vanished. It vanished. Look, just take a look. Okay, wait, maybe it didn't vanish that time, but watch closely if I really focus. 1, 2, 3. The cup actually vanished and went through the table to the other side of the table. Hey guys, that was today's magic lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Parents, if your kids learn any of these tricks, be sure to take some pictures, take some videos of them performing, and send it to my Facebook page. Post it on my Facebook page. I'm so excited to see people and see if they learn these tricks. I hope this was fun for you and taught you something interesting while you're stuck at home. Parents, if you want to see more of these types of videos, these long form videos of me teaching, let me know in the comments down below. I have a lot of easy tricks that I can teach kids, and I think it's a whole lot of fun. It gives them a skill that they can learn on their own, and they can own this. Kids, once you learn these magic tricks, no one can take them away from you. Once you learn a secret, it doesn't matter if someone rips up your items or throws away your props, you still have that secret in your brain, and no one can take it away from you. So you can always make it again, and you can create it again. That's the beauty of knowing and having that knowledge. So you can make it as many times as you need to, no matter if someone gets rid of it or throws it away or breaks it. And that's what I have for you today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Chris the Magician, and until next time, I will see you guys in my next video.